Good evening, everyone. Hello. Soribel Martinez here. Oh, let's see who's going to be live. Hello, say hello in the chat. Let's start this party. Let's start this party. Let's see who's going to say hello. Where are you connected? Hola. Aureli, good evening. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo está? Bienvenida a mi Unbreakable live stream extravaganza. That is what it is today. So let's see. Let's get a banner going. Welcome. So who is live? Today we are on day one of our live stream extravaganza, and this is the first day of our event. It's called Unbreakable Live Stream Extravaganza. It's going to be 3 days of inspiration and transformation for you. So I want you to make sure that you go get some water, go get your notebook, go get your favorite pen, go get whatever you need and get comfortable. Let me turn these lights on. I forgot. So you guys can see me even better. Hello. I am your host, Soribel Martinez. I am the bestseller of Unbreakable, and I am a licensed clinical psychotherapist in the state of Connecticut, where I am the CEO of SM Psychotherapy and Counseling Services. I am also a business coach and consultant to other mental health practitioners in private practice who are either starting or growing the private practice to 7-figure and beyond, where I use my MNDPP formula to help them create massive impact and revenue. That is really important because we have to create the impact and we want to create the revenue, because this is the way that we can help our communities, okay? Don't get it wrong. Money is important. Why? Because we get to help. This is why I was able to found JC Precious Mind Foundation, which is a foundation in the Dominican Republic that helps children in the Dominican Republic who suffers from special circumstances. They have learning disability, autism, Down syndrome, psychological, psychiatric, neurological deficiencies, and we support them so they can thrive. You understand that? Hi, Dr. Davia. Welcome, everyone. Get comfortable, get water. I don't know, maybe my assistant can bring me some water. I need some water. We were just in a very, very powerful networking event with Network, the Hartford chapter, and I just got in, but I am committed. I promised you that I was going to be here tonight, and here I am, because something that's really important about people, right, is their words. Right? When you promise something, when you commit to something, you have to step forward and you have to fulfill your commitment. That's very important. So today we are on day number 1, and we are going to talk about how to find your inner strength. How to find your inner strength when you are in the middle of dealing with adversity and dealing with a crisis. Now, what I need you to do is I need you to share this video. I need you to share this video with everyone so other people can benefit from what we're going to talk about. As you already know, I am the bestseller of Unbreakable. Here is Unbreakable. We have the book and we also have the journal. Here it is. This is power for all of us. Power. If you don't have Unbreakable yet, I suggest that you go to book.soribelmartinez.com and order your copy so you can get the bonuses, and you can also get a signed copy by over here. You get a signed copy and a message personalized by me, and there's other bonuses that you're not going to get if you go get the book on Amazon. Okay, so if you are here, say hello. Tell me where you're connecting from. I'm connecting from Connecticut. Let me know that you are here so I can say hello. If you are watching the replay, say hashtag replay, hashtag unbreakable. If you are live, you can also hashtag unbreakable, because remember that Unbreakable is not just a book. This is a worldwide movement that we are creating to help women become unbreakable in their lives and in their business. So when we're talking about life, we're talking about all the areas of your life: your spiritual self, your emotional, mental, physical, right? Your relationships, everything that has to do with you as a whole being. It's really, really important that we look at ourselves as a whole. And also in your business, if you're starting a business, if you want to start your business, I have the formula for you. I have created the framework that has helped me go from zero to building a multi-million-dollar business. So I have the formula for you, and that is also here in this book. Chapter 10 is the chapter where I teach you exactly what I did. What I did to build SM Psychotherapy and Counseling Services is the same framework that I'm using to build my coaching business and speaking business. Because there is a formula that we need to follow. We need to follow formulas because formulas work. Hello, Mayra from Manchester, Connecticut. Welcome to the live. So not only I give you the personal development that you need to heal from inside out, but I also give you the tools and the strategies that you need to either start your business, grow your business, scale your business. It's in here. Now, because one chapter is not enough for my framework, I am writing a second book that has been picked up by a traditional publisher. It's not going to be a self-published book anymore. That has been picked up by a publisher, correct? And that is going to have international distribution. You're going to find it in libraries and you're going to find it everywhere. That framework is not just being used in the book, but I am creating a workbook that's going to be also published by the same publisher. And also I'm creating the multi-million-dollar planner so you learn how to plan. Because here is the thing. People think that planning is just putting, I have a meeting today. I have a meeting tomorrow. I have a meeting the other day. You need to learn how to analyze your life, how to use the SWOT analysis in your personal life and in your business so you can understand where you at, what are some of the struggles, what are some of the strength, what are some of the areas of growth, what are some of the threats to your growth, and what are the opportunities that are available to you. So in that book, I'm also creating my curriculum. It's being designed by a triple master person that specializes in curriculum with over, 15, 20 years of experience in working in academia, right? So what I want you to do is to understand that you need to continue to follow me because my purpose is to help you become unbreakable in all areas of your life. And I'm going to be teaching courses and I'm going to be teaching things that you want to be there so you can develop yourself. You cannot grow if you're not willing to develop yourself. You cannot have a successful business if you're not willing to develop yourself. Self-development is the key. Because you are your business. You are your purpose. You are your dreams. You are everything that there is available to you is you. So if you don't do self-development, if you don't develop yourself, if you don't heal, it's going to be really hard to grow. Hey, Keisha from Middletown, Connecticut. How are you? Welcome. Okay, so let's get started. Finding our inner strength in the middle of an adversity can often be really, really difficult. And the reason why I say this is because not because I'm a therapist and I have been to school, I have multiple master's degree and dozens and dozens and dozens of specialized training to help people get from where they are to where they want to be. I've been in the mental health field and the social service field since I graduated high school when I was 17 years old. This is the only job that I know how to do. So if you bring me to McDonald's, most likely you're going to have to train me very well to do some burgers and also do fries, because I have never had a job outside of helping people develop their mental health and improving themselves. This is what I have done all my life. I am actually convinced that I was created, I was designed, and I was called to help people to become the best of themselves, right? To grow in the areas that they wish that they want to grow. And I do this not just by being a therapist, but I'm a speaker, I'm a writer and author, and I also love teaching. I love motivating and I love inspiring people to take action. And there's two types of actions that someone needs to take when they are in the middle of an adversity. Is inspired action and massive action. And I'm going to explain this to you because this is really important when you are in the quest of finding your inner strength. When I was like 17 years old, around there, I was in a situation where I was in the Pentecostal church, and unfortunately, not all the Pentecostal religion is bad. Not everyone is bad, but I was in a situation where I was not being treated with respect, right? I was being manipulated. I was being taught values and ideas and things that really were against what for the reason that I was created, right? And they were trying to guide me into a path that I really didn't want to go. So one of the things that we have to do is we have to always have a deep connection to our source, to God, to whoever it is that you believe that is bigger than you, that has provided you with the purpose that you have to fulfill in this earth. Right? So having a direct communication with God can provide you with the opportunity to take inspired action. Actually, there was a time in my life when I didn't want anything to do with God. I didn't want to do anything to do with church. I didn't want to do anything with religious people because I was hurt. I was very young. I was around 17. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. And I used to blame God because I used to think that it was him that was giving me these messages through these people. But as I grew older and I got wisdom and I went into my own quest of change and transformation and into that journey of self-discovery, I understood that God had nothing to do with what people were doing. That honestly, people were making their own choices and making the decisions into whatever it was that they thought was best for them. So when I decided to really give God an opportunity in my life, I was able to tune in into my inner self. I was able to tune in into my spiritual self. I was able to reconnect myself with the source. Who is the source? It's the one that created you with the purpose. Everything that is created in the world has a purpose. This phone has a purpose. This water has a purpose. The cup inside of this water has a purpose. This book has a purpose. This lip gloss has a purpose. Everything that is created, whether it's a spiritual, physical, or otherwise, has a purpose for which it was created. So who knows the purpose of the thing that has been created is the creator. So the only person that knows the real purpose of why I created this book is the author. Me, right? I know the purpose of this book. When the person created this type of glass, so you can drink your water, they had a vision and they created that particular thing with a purpose. So the person, the entity that created that one thing, hello, Norma, how are you? Welcome to my life and welcome to Unbreakable Live Stream Extravaganza. You are so welcome here. I hope you enjoy. So everything that is created has a purpose, including you and me. We were created with a particular reason, a particular purpose. Who knows the purpose of me and you? The one that created you and created me. And sometimes what happens is that we are listening to the wrong people. We're listening to religion. We're listening to religious expectations. We're listening to cultural expectations. We're listening to our parents that may want the best for us, but they may not know the purpose for which we were created. Right? We are listening to media. We are looking to what other people are doing. We are comparing ourselves to others like we all were created with the same purpose. I mean, there is a bigger purpose, but each individual have been assigned to a particular purpose. So if you are that person that are constantly looking for the validations in others and who you are and what you're here to do, you're going to get disconnected. And being a young girl, not having a lot of guidance and not understanding what was happening to me, I thought that God was the reason why I was misled. But the truth is that God never mislead you. Humans do. This is why you have to turn into the one who gave you the purpose and ask him, what is your purpose? And connect to that purpose so that way when you are in the middle of an adversity, you can connect to that purpose and you can take inspired action. Because in the middle of the adversity, in the middle of the crisis, the only one that knows the reason why you are going through that particular situation is not us. It's not your neighbor. It's here internally. Because the one that created you is inside of you. And he guides you and he guides me, right? Through the purpose for which we were created and the purpose for which we are experiencing a crisis or a problem. So why is this so important? It is so important because the inner strength that we find in ourselves when we are going through difficult time is going to be sustained by the source. It's going to be sustained by your purpose. And when I found myself not wanting anything to do with God, what was able to take me back to being focused and being balanced and being in alignment was reconnecting to the purpose for which I was created. So when I did that, I was able to take inspired action, right? And there has been times in my life where I needed to take that inspired action. But inspiration can only come to us when we are deeply connected to something bigger than us. Because our ego always wants us to give up. Our ego wants us to not do what we're supposed to do. The ego wants to send you to different places and different paths. But if you come back to the centers, if you come back to that place where you belong, you will find the inner strength so you can overcome the adversity. I always say the adversity and the crisis in your life was never meant for you to be taken out. A crisis and an adversity has a purpose. But in order to find that purpose and the reason for which what you're going through and finding the inner strength to overcome, you have to get deeply connected to yourself. Because deep inside of you, there is something bigger than you that can guide you and that can tell you what is the purpose of that. And I remember that one time I was helping someone. I was helping this young girl who wanted to commit suicide. It was not a client, it was someone that I knew. She was sexually molested by her own father, and she found herself to be lost. And she was lost because nobody believed her and nobody was supporting her. And she found like a support in me. And one day we were talking, and I was talking to her, and I was teaching her about the importance of her to going back to reconnecting to the reason why she was created. And in that conversation, something came over me, and that inner intuition, that inner sense of self, let me know that some of the things that I have gone through in my life were specifically to help other people overcome similar situations. In the moment when I have gone through difficult times in my life, I may not know exactly the purpose for that. But as time goes by, you start discovering why the situation may have happened in your life. That doesn't mean that we deserve it. That doesn't mean that we're bad people. That means that we're human. And while we're having a human experience, we are going to experience adversity and problems. When you're living in this body, you are going to experience difficult situations. So how do you find your inner strength? I already told you the first thing is you have to go within. You have to reconnect with purpose. You need to ask important questions when you are in the middle of that adversity. You know, that job that you lost, your business is not doing well, your baby father left you with 3 kids, work is not working, your boss is giving you a hard time, your mama is sick, your daddy is sick, the kids are sick, the neighbor is giving you a hard time, your car broke down and you don't know how you're going to fix it. You know, those kind of situations in life that you think that it's only happening to you actually happens to everyone. Because when it rains for everybody. When the sun comes, it comes for everybody too. There's no exceptions in the world. So everyone goes through adversity and difficulties. So you being able to ask questions that will give you deep answers with purpose and guidance, you got to ask the questions that will give you that. Why me is not going to give you meaningful responses. Why me is not going to give you exactly what you're looking for. You need to ask questions that are going to allow you to go deep into your soul and give you that strength that you need to come forward and face whatever it is that you're going through with the strength and bravery. You have to be brave, right? So you need to go inner in yourself. You have to ask the right questions. You have to reconnect with your purpose. And once you reconnect with your purpose, to me, you need to define really clear what your vision is. You know that your vision is going to drive you. That passion that you have for the work that you do is going to push you. It's going to pull you. It's going to help you. I remember that one time when I lost my son, right? And I was sitting on my bed crying like there was no tomorrow. I remember that I said to myself, I gotta go help someone heal so I can enter a process of healing. And at that time, I was seeing private clients at the time, and I called them, all of my clients, and I said, I'm ready to come back to help you. And some of them couldn't understand why I was doing that. And I was doing that because sitting in my bed, crying every day was not going to help me heal. And also the truth is that I had another child that I needed to find inner strength to survive and overcome. So I found somebody else to help. I find that in my most difficult times, when I find somebody else to give to empower them, to inspire them, to help them, I enter in a quicker, faster process of change and transformation. I find healing in my soul when that happens, right? So that is the thing that you need to do to find the inner strength. One of the things that you also must do is you need to understand what are your capacities and abilities. A lot of times we focus so much on what we don't have. Who is here? Somebody says I'm here, but I don't know. It says Facebook user. Who is that? Who is that saying I am here? So you have to understand what are your gifts and what is your potential. Hi, Geraldina. Because here's the thing. Many people don't know what they're capable of doing. And a lot of times we discover what we're capable of doing when we are in the middle of the crisis. You may not know what you're capable to do until you are in the situation. And we need to be clear about our potential, because your potential is going to give you strength. And when you understand what your potential is, that potential can be turned into passion. And when you're passionate about something that you want to do and overcome and conquer, there's nobody stopping you. That's why I always say more passion, less perfection. Because perfections allow you to look at what is not good about you. And you constantly comparing yourself to other people. This is why I don't walk around social media seeing what everybody else is doing with their lives. I don't care what Beyonce is doing. I don't care what J-Lo is doing. I don't care about any of that. They already made their money. They're already doing their thing and their purpose in life. I need to focus on me. And you need to focus on you. Yes, I do go to people who are teaching things that are important to me, that are going to lift me up, that are going to give me the strategies and tools that I need to become better and go to the next level. But I'm not just sitting around watching people to watch people. Because most of the times what you're going to do, you're going to start comparing yourself. And then you're going to feel bad because you feel that you're not good enough. And that's not going to help you find your inner strength. So in that potential, you need to find what your gifts are. What were you meant to do? You were meant to sing? Were you meant to preach? Were you meant to help the poor? Were you meant to work in a bank? Were you meant to be a doctor? Were you meant to be a teacher? Were you meant to be in government to make change and transformation? Were you meant to be a therapist, a psychologist, psychiatrist? What were you meant to do? You can be strong if you're not sure about your potential. And the next thing that has been very important for me to find my inner strength is my faith. But here's the thing, when we talk about faith, people only think about spiritual stuff. I'm talking about faith in something bigger than you. That's important because that who gave you your purpose. But you have to have faith in yourself. And that's something that has helped me get out of various situations in my life. It's believing that I'm capable of. It's believing that I'm good enough just the way I am. It's believing that whatever it is that I can apport or give to the world is good for the world. Quit comparing yourself to others, to your mother, to your sister, to your brother, to your neighbors, to the artists, to the singers. Stop comparing yourself to other people and focus on developing you. You may see me on social media. I am on social media with a very specific intent. I am here to help women become unbreakable in their lives and their businesses. Because I am unique and you are unique. I was created with some qualities and you were created with some qualities. This is why the world is so diverse. Because everybody has something special and extraordinary that they were called to do. So it's important that you do these things. And this is why I wrote Unbreakable. This is why I created the journal. And this is why we're having the book launch next week. Because the book launch is not just come here, I'm going to sign my book for you, the book for you, and you can go on your merry way. That's boring. My grandma used to do that. What we're going to do is we're having an event where we want to empower women to live there so inspired that they can go ahead and decide to become unbreakable. You see, there's a time in your life that you need to make a decision. When you decide, you find inner strength. When you take inspired actions, you find your inner strength. When you sit in becoming the victim of your circumstances, you lose strength because you become a victim. And the only people that are able to find strength and be strong are people who claim the victory. Period. You cannot be strong by sitting in a corner blaming everybody else for your problems. Blaming your mother for the way you grew up. Blaming your father because he was an alcoholic. Blaming your mother because she gave you a couple slaps. Although it's all wrong, you're still responsible for what you're going to create in your adulthood. You are responsible for changing your life and finding the inner strength to claim your power, to claim your voice and your purpose in life. That's how you find your inner strength. I find people all the time doing that. I was working with a client last week that she blames everybody for her problems. Everybody's at fault. But here's the thing. If blaming everyone for our issues will give us a solution, then I will be the first one to be blaming everybody, even the dog that used to live next to my house. Right? So can you agree with me that you need to decide what's important to you? Oh, in my family, there's no business people, so you can't become a business person because there's nobody in your family who taught you how to be a businesswoman. That's why we have books and courses and seminars. One of the things that I learned in my life is to take responsibility for my life. For the results that I have in my life, I'm responsible for them. I am responsible for the results that I create in my life today. I am not dismissing the fact that you have gone through difficult situations in life. Maybe you have been violated. I know there's people that have been abused and tortured and dismissed and mistreated. And for that, the people that did that are responsible for and will have to give account for what they did. But for what you want to do in your life and what results you want to create in your life, you are responsible for that. And I want you to find inner strength in those things. In your purpose, going inward, asking the right questions, right? And coming to events like the one that I'm going to have next week, where we are creating a space where you can come in and you can become empowered. You can be inspired. You can be motivated. You can make big decisions in your life. You can come and network with us. You can come and have a good time. You can come and receive an injection of empowerment. Because we all need it. God, please, we all need it. So I want you to do this homework for tomorrow. Who's ready? Tell me if you're ready. Hello, hello. I'm waiting. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who wants the homework for tomorrow? Because I'm going to do it too. I promise. By the way, tomorrow it is my first segment in channel 3. Ready. Geraldina is ready. Come on. Maida's ready. Who else is ready? I'm going to give you some homework. Let me go to my book to give you some homework. Let me go to my book and give you some homework. Okay, I'm going to give you homework. Ready? Take your notebook. Hi, Rachel. Rachel is one of our therapists. I love Rachel. Love Rachel. Rachel has been with us for over 2 years now, I think. Okay. Here is the question that you're going to ask yourself. Okay. You're going to identify the childhood experience that created a sense of loss, grief, and trauma in your life. You are going to identify that experience that left you with a sense of grief, loss, trauma, and pain. Elsie, hello. I can't wait to see you on Thursday. So your homework is identify that experience that has created a sense of loss, grief, and trauma that's still haunting you and is still taking away your strength so you can create the life and business that you desire. Once you do that you identify it, I want you to utilize my bounce from the dirty share process that goes like this. Once you identify that experience, I want you to become the gentle observer of that experience. And you're going to be an investigator of that experience. You're not going to judge yourself. You're not going to be calling yourself names. You're not going to be like, I'm so dumb, I'm still dealing with this. You're going to acknowledge the feelings of loss and grief and trauma that you've been feeling. You're going to observe it like an outsider, like somebody that is trying to understand something. Once you do that you become the gentle observer without judging yourself, you are going to identify the person that has created that grief and loss in your life. Are you guys with me? If you need to watch this again, watch it. This homework is powerful. It will change your life forever. But this is stuff that you just don't do one time. This is stuff that you constantly doing to change you. Then, once you identify that person, I don't want you to go into a process of forgiveness because sometimes we're not ready yet. But I want you to release those people and those experiences from your soul and from your mind and from your spirit. You tell yourself, I am ready, I'm available, and I'm willing to release it. Once you decide to release that, remember, it may take you various of time doing this homework. This is why you got to get the journal, because you got to do this constantly, right? Whenever you feel down, whenever you're feeling that this stuff is dragging you, you need to take time to do the work. Then, once you decide to release it, I want you to identify how would you want to feel instead? How would you want to think instead? How would you want to behave instead? And what are the results that you want in your life? So what you're doing is you're rewriting the story. Do the homework today and tomorrow. Today, tonight, and during the day. And you're going to do the homework. And you're going to feel like something really heavy has left your body. I had to release the people, the religious people that did me wrong a long time ago. I had to let them go. I had to release them. I had to rewrite the story of my life. Don't let nobody to write the story for you. Don't allow nobody to come after you die to be like, oh my gosh, she was such a nice person. No, we ain't doing that. Rewrite your story as you are alive. And if you want to come to my event next Thursday, go to becomeunbreakablebook.com/event. I am telling you, it's going to be so amazing. I promise you. My hands are all over it. You are going to be able to experience something very powerful. I promise you. I'm praying for it. I'm asking God to help us all become unbreakable in our life and our business so we can change the world in a way that is incredible. We can change the world. Changing the world doesn't mean that you go to the 8 billions of people that we have in the world. You change the life of one person, that person has the seed of many. Do you know that? It's like the mango tree, right? You know that one mango seed has many mangoes. You can't see that, but the mango seed has the potential. Yes or yes? You cannot see how many mangoes are inside of a one mango seed. But we know that one mango seed, when it gets planted, has the potential to produce many mangoes. So when we change the life of one person, whether if it's financially, teaching them in the bank, in the school, swimming, whatever it is, you need to change one person because that person has the potential to change a nation. So it's not how many you look at and you change. It's how many you have the potential to transform with the work that you do. Because you were called to work. And when we work, it's because we are in alignment with our purpose and the vision. We just don't do whatever. I heard Hadildina said that she's going to start building her multi-million-dollar business. Do it. Your children deserve it. Their generations deserve their mom to put her pants on and create something so magnificent that it has the potential to touch many, many, many lives. I refuse not to be that woman. I don't care. I refuse not to be that woman. So that's your homework. And I want you to do it. It's great homework, by the way. I charge for this, by the way. Not just in the book. I do this work with people every day. In therapy, coaching, speaking, whatever. So you're getting it for free. Just because it's free, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have value. That just means that I chose to use this medium to get to you so you can create the life and the business that you were meant to create. And if it's not a business, the career that you were meant to create. Because guess what? If you work and your job are in alignment, we're good. The problem is when your job and your work is not in alignment. And then you're miserable. And then you're dying. Hola, hola, Mildred. Hello, Mildred. And then you're dying to retire because you can't stand the work that you do. We were not created to retire. We were created to work. And our job and our work is never ending. So everybody got their homework? Say yes in the chat. And do you have questions? Do you guys have questions? Come to the book launch. Come to the book launch. My next Unbreakable event is going to be next year in October. Next year in October. So this is a great opportunity for you to come, join me, and rub with the ladies that are going to be there, network with them, have a good time, dress up, come and have a good time, and be unbreakable. I had to decide my life to be unbreakable. I had no choice. I didn't want to be a single mom. It happened. Come to Florida. Oh, how about you come to Connecticut next year, Mildred? Who knows? We are planning to do a tour of Unbreakable because this is not just a book. This is a movement. This is a worldwide movement that's going to change lives. So who knows? Florida may be. Florida may be. As we continue to grow and we continue to spread this message, we are going to go to different cities and we are going to expand this message because we want women to take a stand. This is not about being this is not just about being just a woman. We are the woman. We were selected for great purpose. Yes, un movimiento increíble. And the one, who is your guest? Who is your guest? She is my guest. And the thing is that next year, when we do it next year, it's going to be trilingual. Spanish, English, and oh, nice. Oh, so Mildred's coming. Oh, nice. But I haven't seen Mildred's name yet on the list. I'm a little confused. Anyway, the event next year is going to be trilingual, Spanish, English, and sign language. Because we want to make sure that we spread the word and people are getting this message, and we want to make sure that you can get the tools and the strategies that you need. And actually, I am launching a course. But that course, she's your guest to come here. Nice, Mildred. Mildred, I'm teaching an online course. And Esida is my team. And Esida, can you drop the link becomeunbreakablebook.com/course? Because I'm not going to do a promotion for it. That is going to be presented to the people that come to the event and to my email list. So that's going to be a course between 6 and 8 weeks where I'm going to teach you my framework and how to become unbreakable in your life, in your career, and your business. So, and Esida is probably getting that link, becomeunbreakablebook.com/course. I'm not going to promote this. This is just going to be like an email campaign that is going to go to the people in my email and the people that are coming to the book launch. So if you really want to do this work, that is the time because it's virtual and I'm going to give you everything you need. I'm going to give you my whole framework to help you become unbreakable in life and business. That's where we're going to go deep into the work. Also, get the book, get the journal, get everything. You can get my book at book.soribelmartinez.com. If you want me to sign it, all that stuff. If you don't care about that, you can go to Amazon and get the book, get the journal. The journal, you can get it on Amazon as well. Here it is. Here it is. So I will say, go check that course out. It has some amazing bonuses. I'm not teaching that course live again. That course is I'm going to teach it live virtually one time. Then it's going to get sold on my website and the price is going to go up. So if you are smart and there's payment plans and everything, I will go and register for that course. I'm not doing a marketing campaign publicly. It's only going to be for the people that go. And I'm mentioning now because I know that Mildred does not live in close by. She's not going to be able to go to the event. Although I have two women that are coming from Florida. I have people coming from New York, and there's people coming from DC to the event. You still have time, Mildred. You still have time. And the book is going to be available in Spanish by May 20th. We are taking pre-orders in the book in Spanish. The book and journal are in pre-order for Spanish, if you speak Spanish. Yeah. But if you want to really do the work with me, go do the course. I'm going to give you everything there. I'm not cheap. Leticia Renee. Yes, it is. I don't know what you're saying, Leticia. Do you guys have any questions? Because tomorrow I get up early. I'm going to go to my makeup artist. I'm going to get pretty for you guys because it's my first segment on channel. Hola, Sonia. Hello. I go to channel 3 to do my first segment, and you guys are going to be able to see it live at 3 p.m. However, I'm going to hook you up and I'm going to share for everybody because I know that some of you don't have access to like that regular, cable stuff. Like I don't have TV. I don't have cable in my house, but I'm going to be sharing that everywhere in my Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. The segment is going to be powerful. It's called I Am Unbreakable. That's the name of the channel, the segment. My goal is to have my own program. That is my goal, to have my own program. That is the goal, to have my own program. And God knows who he needs to put in the path for that to happen. I'm available. I'm willing and I'm ready. That's all I can tell you. Any questions? Hashtag Unbreakable. Yes, hashtag Unbreakable. Oh, yes, Aureli, it's coming. Claro que sí. It's coming. You see, the thing is like timing has to be perfect. El tiempo de Dios perfecto. And I know that God is going to put the right people in the right place in the right moment. And me, I'm going to be able to see the opportunity and say yes to it. By the way, we are going to have necklaces in about 4 months or so, 5 months. We're going to have necklaces that says Unbreakable. And it's going to have at the end of Unbreakable, it's going to have a little diamond. That's going to symbolize all the trajectory of a life. And at the end, we become this beautiful diamond. It's coming. I'm working on it. It's just that some things, they do take time. I am trademarking Unbreakable. Help me pray that I get it as a trademark. I'm praying that I get it. I'm working with an attorney on that. So nobody can use my stuff. Yes. Because I have the TV, I have this, I have that, a lot of things coming in. And then we're going to do a pulsera. We're going to do a bracelet like this that's going to say Unbreakable. And at the end, it's going to have a diamond. I will be able to show you the one that I'm designing for myself first, so you guys can do your pre-orders, because it's going to be limited quantity. So if you guys are going to want the necklace, you guys are going to have to pre-order, because this is a very special order that I'm doing with the designer, with the jewelers. So it's not like whatever. It's being designed. ¿Tú quieres? Yes. I'm going to send you the link, Aureli. so we can start the pre-ordering of the necklaces. Mine is being designed, so let's see. Yeah, ya eso está listo. Antes de yo nacer, ya eso estaba listo. Before I was born, that was designed and that was available to me. All I have to do is boom. And then you guys are going to be able to wear Unbreakable. Yeah, it's going to be nice. It has a story to it. So when you wear that piece of jewelry, it's going to remind you of who you are every single day. And that's important. Okay, guys, I see you tomorrow. Do your homework. Come ready. We are going to be on day number 2. And if Enesida can type there at what time we come in live, I think we're going to be here at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I think it is. And we have another topic that we're going to be talking tomorrow. Come ready to participate. Register for the event. Register for the course. Un abrazo, Aurelia. I love you. Thank you so much for being my supporter. Thank you so much for believing in me. And thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye. Besitos, besitos. Ciao.